Hi guys, I know this month's vlog is coming a bit late, but I think there's a good reason for that. Well, right before Christmas I started feeling unwell. I had always, well basically I had been having this flu-like symptoms. I probably have mentioned before in some of my vlogs as well, but the flu-like symptoms just were getting too heavy to tolerate, and I was basically bedridden from Christmas till the first weeks of the new year this month, and that's why haven't been able to stay active or complete my daily activities, or not to mention exercise at all. And I feel that I've been left so far behind because I haven't been able to function properly because of these quite debilitating symptoms. And then I was just wondering what it could be, and I was just freaking out that maybe I have some serious illness and getting really hypochondriac and just losing my mind because these symptoms were just making sense. All my blood tests came back normal as well, so there was no infection, which was of course good. That last week I realized that my symptoms are mostly somewhat psychosomatic. So I have anxiety, which is causing me these weird symptoms, muscle aches and flu-like symptoms. And now I've been battling with this horrible dizziness, and that is because I have extremely tight muscles in my neck, quite weak because I lost a lot of muscle tissue during HSCT, and I had really trouble to regain that lost muscle. And also my upper back muscles are just somewhat overactive, and because of many factors, due to many factors that are contributing to that imbalance. So I figured out finally what has been causing me these troubling symptoms. I've been and that have been making me so unwell and so frustrated and so unable to do basically anything, which is kind of a relief. So now I'm doing psychotherapy, with a physiotherapist who is educated, who is specialized in patients who have also psychological problems. But the thing is that I really don't have a reason to be depressed or have this anxiety. I also have this, like, all the time I feel heart palpitations, and I'm just so tense mentally, not only physically but also mentally. And I was just thinking, what could it be that is causing me this sensation? Because in my life I have everything in pretty good balance. My MS is stable. I really feel that it is in remission due to HSCT, and it probably is. When I think what I've experienced during the past years, basically more than 2 years, all the trouble, all the frustration, all the anger, all the battles I've had to fight, all the effort, all the mental strain and the burden and the resistance I've had to confront, that must be the real reason why I have these unsolved issues lingering in my mind, at least, and causing me to feel this anxiety. It's so subconscious that it took me a while to realize that actually things that are kind of I tried to leave behind are still kind of haunting me. and it just doesn't make sense because I've kind of gone past those things, and I don't really want to go back analyzing and just thinking about those negative things that really have put a lot of sadness and have brought a lot of sadness and like negativity in general to my life. I don't really want to go back and think about those things, and I don't see a reason why I should do that. But now, since I've been going to counseling just to get the edge off the most debilitating symptoms like the dizziness and the vertigo, and because everything's connected, and the psychology, my mental well-being is very much connected with my breathing and with my muscles and everything, so I can't just keep postponing dealing with these things that are in my mind and are causing me these feelings of anxiety. So I just have to kind of face them, somehow go through these things in my mind and maybe talk about them, even though I don't want to, because the things are so hurtful that I've been through. And probably most of you who have been trying to pursue HSCT and gained nothing but resistance from neurologists and other probably GPs, financial issues that HSCT usually cause because you have to finance it yourself, all those things. And probably if you haven't had much support from your people in your life, your family, your friends, or any issues related to HSCT and the hard road you have to kind of go through to get it done, and to also the journey itself, going through the procedure and going through the treatment. It's not easy and definitely leaves something like a mark. And I only now realize that it really has happened. And now it's time to face it and solve this thing so I can move forward in my life without this anxiety, because there is absolutely no reason for me other reason than the MS and HSCT related emotional burden to cause this anxiety. I am so grateful and so happy about the things in my life right now. So if this anxiety didn't exist, I would be completely in balance. But now I just have to accept it and keep seeing my therapist, and yeah, maybe this year, even though it started a bit rocky for me, will be a good year. And in a couple of months I will most likely have a control MRI to see if whether my brain lesions are still there or if there are new lesions, which is very unlikely, and there's also the possibility that my old lesions have shrunk, have become smaller with time and with healing and recovery after HSCT, if I'm in remission. I am of course staying optimistic, and there is no reason to be afraid of disease progression as long as I don't feel physically unwell. And since I feel my MS is active, which it isn't right now. So that is basically the reason why I have been so late doing this vlog for January. And well, next month is very close, so next month there will be some pretty exciting things happening, but stay tuned and I will show you then. So thank you for watching, thank you for your understanding, and thank you for following my channel and giving your wonderful support, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.